Hello and welcome to Sparkle and Spell Tarot. I do have a Sparkle and Spell witchy shop as well if you would like to visit that, which is sparkleandspell.etsy.com. I did film an intro that was supposed to be for the reading, which was going to be one long reading, but I wanted to give more time individually to each sign. So now I'm making another intro, but if you would like to watch the original one where I introduce myself, give kind of a life update, I will link that below, or you can find it on my page if you're on Instagram. My name is Paige, by the way. Never get tired of those jokes. But I am super excited to be reading for you guys today. If you want to support me, I have posted things like my Venmo and Cash App in the description of the video. And if not, and you're just here to enjoy the reading, then you are always welcome. I'm super excited to be reading for you guys today. I've been reading tarot for 15 years. I'm also certified, though I will say you don't need to be certified to read tarot. And you should definitely get yourself a deck if you are interested and this seems fun to you, or you feel like you're getting insight here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please, or follow me if it's on a platform other than YouTube. And let us get started. Hello to my lovely Geminis. Welcome to your reading. This particular reading is for the single Geminis out there who are curious about their love life. Excuse me. I'm Paige, and it is wonderful to meet you. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if this resonates with you, or if you like the vibes here. Always positive vibes, you know, as much as possible. This deck is the Carrot Tarts deck on Etsy, and it's this wonderful artist. She's an awesome person to talk to. I believe she's from Poland, but I could be wrong. I really need to look this up because I've said this in several videos and yeah, oops. Regardless, I got this deck and I think it was the last one, but maybe she'll do a reprint at some point. She did have prints up of some of her cards the last time that I was on her Etsy page, so go check that out and let's get started. So for our single Geminis in the past, we have Six of Cups, which is a very nostalgic energy. It could indicate someone from the past. Could be a past love, or somebody that, not necessarily a past love coming back, but it could be someone that you compare others to, not necessarily intentionally, but it could be unconsciously. And it was an innocent, heartfelt type of connection that lingered perhaps longer than you expected it to. Or maybe it's still lingering. But you felt understood and emotionally safe with this person. And then in the present, we have the Knight of Pentacles here, which this is a really cool looking card. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my throat is just needing to be cleared more often right now. I've been talking for a while. So this says that you're moving, this Knight of Pentacles energy says you're moving slowly and deliberately. So you're not rushing things. Maybe you were in the past, but now you're focused on consistency, self-trust, emotional patience, perhaps patience with others. You'd rather have nothing than have something unstable. So it can feel quiet, but I feel like you're feeling secure in that energy. And then we have the Page of Cups here in the future, which that is sometimes indicative of a message. So you could be getting a text message from somebody. It could be somebody from the past. You could be getting an email, a DM, a letter, if that's what you're into, which would be super cool. I think that more people should write letters. It could be just a new emotional curiosity that you're having about someone, some kind of romantic interest that's sincere, soft, cuddly, someone gentle, not overwhelming, dramatic with like big romantic gestures, but it could feel shy or just sweet and cozy, which I love that for you. And then we have this clarifier down here, though, which is talking about the Two of Cups, which that confirms mutual feelings, that confirms a balanced emotional exchange, an equal connection. And this isn't just a crush that goes nowhere. This is like reciprocated energy, which is really amazing. I am really loving this. This is beautiful. And yeah, it could be someone from the past. And if you don't want someone from the past, that's fine. And maybe you're still comparing others to this person, but you're moving forward. And this is like a deep connection, a beautiful connection. And this is for the first week in January, so the 1st through the 7th. This is the energy that we are dealing with for Geminis. Let me know if this resonates in the comments, and I hope you have a good week. Hello, Geminis in a relationship. I'm just gonna jump right into it. We have, in the past, the Four of Cups here, which shows some kind of emotional stagnation or feeling disconnected, bored with something, maybe feeling unfulfilled, or not feeling seen or appreciated, which, I mean, what kind of BS is that, right? Feeling like you need to pull in towards yourself instead of addressing whatever is going on with you, and just maybe an overall feeling of just emotional fatigue. And this is for the 1st through the 7th of January. And then in the present, we have the Ace of Swords, which talks about clarity, some kind of truth that's being spoken or realized. So a clear communication, mental breakthrough. And this is for a relationship. So for the past with the Four of Cups, I mean, this was within your relationship. You were feeling dissatisfied. You were feeling unfulfilled. And now we have some kind of truth coming forward. A mental, sorry, my cat is right here wanting some attention. Hi, baby. So there could be a conversation that you have that cuts through some kind of confusion that you've been having, or gets through to you on a different level. Or maybe you're having some internal realization about the reality of your relationship, or voicing to somebody what you haven't been saying. And this is a necessary thing, even if it might be a little bit uncomfortable. But you know, you're a Gemini, you have confidence, you enjoy communication. So I think this is an important one to have. Oh my gosh, my cat is headbutting the tripod here. Audrey, I will cuddle with you after this one. Okay. She's trying to bring some levity to the reading. Excuse me, ma'am. No. And then in the future, we have the Five of Swords. So this is some tension going on between you and your partner. So there's a miscommunication that maybe... Audrey. No, baby. Sorry for the chaos, but I'm probably going to leave it in. So there's a miscommunication that may be escalating, and some kind of ego clash, perhaps, between you and your partner. And it doesn't mean that there's constant fighting, but maybe the way you're handling conflict with your partner, it has become an issue. And then we have the Seven of Wands for a clarifier, which talks about being defensive, standing your ground, feeling like you have to protect whatever position you're taking in the argument, or feeling misunderstood, attacked, things like that. And then I did pull extra cards for you guys, just to clarify more of the situation. So we've got the Knight of Swords here, which could be talking about some sharp things that are being said, or speaking quickly, being reactive. And this kind of energy needs to be grounded quickly. I mean, you've got to keep that in check, whether that's you or your partner. But just remember to remain calm. Think before you say something. Don't just say something to get a reaction. And then I also pulled the Ace of Wands, which that talks about taking initiative, perhaps a fresh opportunity in the relationship. So with this conversation that you have, if you use gentle words, if you are kind and compassionate with your partner, then this could be an opportunity for growth rather than loss. So this tells me that this isn't a dead-end conflict necessarily. This is a spark that can ignite the motivation for you guys to improve if you handle with care. You know, handle with care, guys. And I'm wishing you the best of luck this week. Things are gonna improve as long as we keep our, emotions in check, our words in check. And I know you guys can do it. You guys are my little smarty pantses of the Zodiac. So you got this. All right. So for this portion of the reading, I am using the Hermit Tarot, and these are messages from your person on your mind, your partner, the universe. So the top row here is for singles. Bottom row is for those Geminis in a relationship. So for our singles, we have light here. So this could talk about focusing on love and light, maybe shedding a light on something, maybe you're feeling lighter, whatever that means to you. And then I keep getting this card during these, which is so funny. Just this energy that goes through the rest of the Zodiac, but and I forget which signs. I mean, you can always go cross-watch for whoever you're interested in, but yeah, maybe you guys are thinking this about each other, but it looks like someone's thinking about you, thinking, I just want you all the time. And then we have 8 here, so that could be significant for someone. The 8th, August, maybe a Leo. And then also, I worry about us a lot. So someone might be worried about how you feel about them, or, feeling in the dark about something. And then we have the 7th, which that's July. Could be the 7th of the month, 7 p.m. Maybe, I don't know, whatever 7 means to you. Let me know in the comments if 7 is significant. And then for our Geminis in a couple, we have, you have so many choices and options. And that could be a message from the universe here, telling you that regardless of what is going on in your relationship, you have choices and options. You are not backed into a corner. You can do whatever you want in this lifetime. It is yours. And then we have 6th, June, the 6th of the month. Maybe somebody's birthday. I am open to compromise, which is really great if you watched the love reading for relationships, then it's good that your partner or you are open to compromise. I hope you both are. And we've got 2, which is February. Could be talking about an Aquarius, perhaps. And then I want to get you drunk. Maybe your partner wants to get you drunk. Maybe they want some lightness in the relationship. Maybe you guys need to have a drink, not argue and drink, but have a good time together. Maybe just relax. Maybe this is a message from your partner. They want you to relax or chill. And then 15, maybe someone was born on the 15th of the month. Maybe that's your anniversary. But I hope that resonated with someone and that was helpful. Gemini, I have picked out a few zodiac signs that you could be encountering the week of January 1st through the 7th. And these could be coworkers, parents, friends, a person on your mind, maybe just the overall energy of your week. So first we have Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Aquarius, or perhaps Gemini. I've also picked out some Scrabble letters, and these could be initials, could be words that have a meaning to you, or perhaps nothing. We'll find out. Our first letter is E. D, Ed. U. W. Excuse me. I. N. H. I do see nude. Another I. I'm so sorry. C. Chide. Maybe somebody's upset. E. Another E. Need. Maybe that's significant to you. Need. Heed. But yeah. Let me know in the comments if any of this relates to you, or if any of those signs are zodiac signs of people that you know or are dealing with this first week of January. Welcome to the career and money portion for Gemini for January 1st through the 7th of 2026. In the past, we have the Four of Wands, which talks about celebrations, achievements, milestones. So you could have hit a meaningful goal, or maybe recently saw some progress with something that you're working on, a project, or just at work in general. There could have been some kind of new contract or partnership that felt really secure for you, and you've had a sense of accomplishment recently. So something exciting. It could be short-term success, or it could be long-term, I don't know. And it felt good to you, but maybe you needed to reflect on things like what's working for you, what isn't working for you. And then in the present, you have the Four of Swords, which talks about taking some downtime, strategizing, reviewing what's working for you and what isn't. Maybe you're trying to avoid burning out right now, and it's just like a recuperation before your next big move. And then in the future, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which talks about slow, steady progress. So being persistent, reliable, carefully investing your time and effort into things that you feel will grow. And things will move forward slowly but surely. It's very like disciplined, dependable type energy. And then I did clarify with both the Star and the High Priestess here, which the Star talks about hope, and this is like long-term energy, and it's talking about inspiration, alignment with your true calling. So rewards are coming in for you because you've kept your faith and vision alive. And it looks like things are going pretty well for you, honestly, even with this rest period. And then we also have this clarifier of the High Priestess, which talks about listening to your inner guidance, trusting your instincts, not rushing your decisions, and paying attention to like subtle cues and nuances from other people that you're working with. And yeah, you could also be using your intuition specifically in your career, but yeah, it's looking really good for you, Gemini. It is time to get your spirit animal energy for the first week of January 2026. And for you, Gemini, we have the Wombat spirit. And I gotta find the page here. I'm going to be reading directly from this book. The quote here is, "Be at home." And the message is, burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the Wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat spirit reminds you to be truly at home in the world. To be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life, with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. And then it's asking, could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. So it's nudging you to drop any false masks that you have right now and be more authentic to yourself and to others. And it also says that you can course correct if you're willing to be yourself no matter what comes. And yeah, just talking about authenticity. Also talks about this cozy energy, being at home with your family, and understanding that all is well if you are genuine to yourself. So I hope that resonated with you. Let me know in the comments. If you would like to support me, I have like Venmo and Cash App and stuff in the description. So you can tip me if you wish. I also will be doing personal readings and have those available. In the description, it will tell you how to do that. And if you're not comfortable paying that way, you can also go to sparkleandspell.etsy.com, and I should have a listing available there as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate your support. If you can't donate or whatever, that's totally fine. But if you could like, share, and subscribe, I'd super appreciate it. And I hope you have a great week.